This is my 2015 Ford Focus ST. It has 92,922 miles on it. And several months ago, my Ford Sync 1 system with the 4.2-inch screen failed. What was happening was I would turn on the car, and this is the screen I would see. When I would press the on button, the screen would just flash for a second and then return to this screen. I would never be able to get it off of this screen. I wouldn't be able to connect to my phone through Bluetooth, USB, and I had no control over the sound system or any audio functions of the car. As you can see now, I was able to fix that system. When I start playing music, okay, good. So, the way I was able to fix this issue was replacing the radio units in the car. This is the part number, specifically right here, FM5T 19C107HC. This is the manufacturing date, 08/19/2015. The HC refers to the production batch of this unit corresponding to your car. I got the same exact production year and VIN number. If you get slightly different part number, it could still work, I'm not sure. It took me $400 and 2 months to fix this issue because I did not properly diagnose this issue. When I went on the internet and forums, people first said to pull the fuse for the 8-pin module. The 8-pin module is responsible for communication, backup camera, and I believe one other function with the Ford Sync 1 system. When I say communication, those, the battery icon and the kind of cellular data icon on the top of the screen, that is what the 8-pin contributes towards this screen. And probably the temperature and time and stuff. So I tried to do what the forum said. I pulled the fuse, waited 30 seconds, put it back in. That did nothing. I tried a hard reset, which I believe is these two buttons or these two buttons. That obviously did nothing because the screen would not turn on. I tried disconnecting the battery for 30 minutes. I tried disconnecting the battery and touching the cables together for 30 seconds. That did nothing. From there, I went to Ford, my local Ford dealership. These are, I'm trying not to show my personal information. These are the lines of work that they completed. I brought to Ford, and they basically looked at the issue with my sound system was this screen would stay in this position, and as I just turned it off, you kind of saw the transition from on to off, that flash. If I turn it back on, it would just flash and then immediately return to this screen. It would not turn on. It would remain blank. So Ford saw that issue and they told me I needed a new 8-pin. That was not the issue. This was the issue. I I then purchased 2 APIMs online, attempting to solve the issue. I also went as far as reprogramming these APIMs that do match the part number to my APIM in my car. The APIM sits just behind this panel. The radio sits just behind this panel, and the screen obviously is right there. I went as far as reprogramming the APIMs to my VIN with 4scan, the extended license for 4scan. That did absolutely nothing. So at this point, I had done all the resets. I had replaced the APIM and reprogrammed it to my VIN. 2 of them, to be specific. And then the last thing I did, I also actually replaced this screen. That did nothing, obviously. And I actually replaced my negative battery cable. That did nothing. So, in conclusion, I ended up buying one of these. This is my old one, the one that broke. I bought this off eBay. You can find them for about $50 to $60. And I just literally took out the old one, put in the new one, and pressed on, and it took about 5 seconds for the new radio unit to register to the sync system, and then everything's working perfectly now. I can turn it on. I have all functions back. It's working perfectly. I can connect to my phone, no problem. So, in conclusion, the Ford Sync 1 system with the 4.2-inch screen, it consists of 4, I may be wrong, but 4 different systems. You have the 4.2-inch screen, you have the radio box system, which sits behind this panel, and you have the APIM communication module, which sits behind this panel, and I may be wrong, but I believe there is another module that sits in the passenger footwell right next to, near the fuse panel, the interior fuse panel. So I believe there are 4 systems. I only personally dealt with 3 systems, but you have to go through the diagnostic route to fix this problem. The APIM deals with your backup camera. If your backup camera is working, your APIM could not be the issue. If you have these icons up here, these 2 icons, that means your APIM is online and functioning. So if you have those icons, that could mean your APIM is working. I believe this screen is just a screen. I don't believe there's any module or computer system built into the screen. I believe it's just a screen. So also leading up to the screen going completely blank, for several months I would hear a loud bang coming from the speakers and my music would cut out, and it progressively got worse until the screen went completely blank. So if you're experiencing that, that could be another indicator that your radio system is broken and needs replacing. I'm making this video just because there is very little information online on how to fix this specific issue. If you're having an issue with your Ford Sync system, do research on every single module that is included in the sound system or whatever issue you're having. do research on what those specific modules are responsible for and try and diagnose each module before just buying parts and doing what I did and wasting almost $500 to fix this Ford sync system. So I hope this helps. I am active on YouTube, so I will respond to every comment and try to help out.